Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another video. So, in today's video, it's obvious what I'm going to be talking about. I know there's a normal routine that people partake in where you wake up, splash your face, brush your teeth. This morning, I woke up, scratched my balls, opened my phone, and proceeded to watch this official cinematic trailer for MultiVersus. And honestly, it's got me excited for what's to come with the game. Watching this cinematic trailer and seeing all of these different characters and personalities clashing was not only just entertaining, but you can sort of sense and feel the passion behind the project. It was also really nice because it was reminiscent of watching like a short episode of a crossover as a kid, because those would happen once in a while back in the day. What really got me was watching the trailer and immediately recognizing voices of the characters. For me personally, the most obvious one was Kevin Conroy. The second I seen Batman start speaking, I'm like, I know exactly who that is. I just know.
Computer, what's my location?
And it wasn't just Kevin Conroy. Pretty much all the characters are OG voice actors who have been part of the characters for a while now. Which is a big green flag for me, is they went out of their way to make sure they got the appropriate voice actors. It is a free-to-play game. They could have took the cheap way out and gotten someone who could do a similar or a decent enough interpretation of the characters, but they went the full 9 miles and got the original voice actors for these characters. I'm gonna be completely honest though, I was watching the trailer and I recognized every single character except for this one. Turns out it's Arya Stark from Game of Thrones, so that's cool. I just didn't know who the fuck it was. Because I'm a skeptical guy and I'm known to be very critical, especially of video games, this wasn't enough to sell me. I liked it and I was like intrigued, so I went and did more research. I found a pro versus dev video where they show some gameplay. I checked their Twitter, I checked their website, and that's what ultimately sold me, and that's what made me go, oh yeah, I can't wait for this to come out. I'm definitely going to be hopping on. Not only can you sense the love for the project by watching the developers sort of play with the pros, but you could also just see it, not just from there, but checking their Twitter page is extremely wholesome. Talking about Twitter here, another thing that's got me really excited for it is just the roster. The roster is impressive. It's not small and it's not ridiculously oversized, although they are promising new characters as the game goes on, which I'm totally for. Give me Ben 10, please. These are all going to be starter characters right off the bat when the game releases. I believe it releases in June, or I think at least that's the open beta at least. So one of the reasons why Raindog stands out is because Raindog, if you go to the website and you check out his profile, he actually has a biography, and his biography is entailing of what the story of the game is going to be about. Yeah, it's going to have a story. I don't think it's going to have like a campaign. I think it's just going to have a story that explains why the characters are all where they are, why they're all clashing in this multiversus battle, and Raindog is sort of just the character that sort of encapsulates it. And here's what his biography says. The world of Xenophir was one of the first to fall victim to the Nothing during the Great Dimensional Cataclysm. As far as most people knew, there were no survivors, except one. Raindog is a royal guardian, a long-lived protector of the Xenophir royal family, assigned to keep them safe. Although he looks fluffy and sweet, the heart of a warrior beats in his chest, and he will do whatever it takes to protect those he loves. With the amazing powers from his gem, he hopes that he can find a way to bring back his beloved family. So, from what I'm seeing here, and the reason why I'm saying that, he sort of encapsulates what the story and why everybody is where there is the Nothing during the Great Dimensional Cataclysm. So, I'm assuming that the Nothing has something to do with everybody coming together and sort of some big dimensional cataclysm, and sort of he's going to be the one maybe particularly leading the characters on a journey to, I don't know, save the multiverse, I guess. So I don't know how much of that is going to be like a playable story or something just going on in the background. I'm not too sure. There's no real information out there that really specifies, so it's really just up for grabs. But I'm not gonna try and overhype the game or create some BS that nothing and say that there's going to be some sort of campaign that you can play with your friends or a single player campaign or anything like that, but I do know there's going to be a story. It's just I don't think it'll be a playable one, but we'll see. Now, I'm most definitely excited for the game, and I tried to sign up for the closed alpha. I doubt I'll get in. I've almost never been successful getting into closed betas, like, ever. I tried. I am excited for it, and when it comes out, I'm definitely going to be playing it, whether it's in the closed alpha or it's just the regular release. But just because I'm excited for it doesn't mean I'm going to spare it any skepticism. I am extremely skeptical of the microtransaction aspect of the game. As we know, it's a free-to-play game, so they got to make money somehow. So I'm not saying no microtransactions. They have to. They got an office to pay for, people to pay. The money's not just coming out of nowhere, right? So obviously there needs to be microtransactions, but I'm skeptical of what kind of microtransactions it's going to entail. They have some amazing skins. I've seen some of the skins for Shaggy specifically that looks really impressive. It has a great array of variety. So if that's what all the skins are going to entail across all the characters, I'm all for it. I'm just worrisome that they'll either be extremely overpriced, or they'll try and get away with some of the things that Fortnite does, even where they'll give a skin that used to be a default skin and give it a different shade and say pay $10. So I'm hoping that the skins are all worth paying real life money for. And I also hope that just because the cosmetics are going to be microtransactions, that doesn't revoke any form of progress or being able to unlock skins for people who are playing the game completely free. I hope there's still something there for people to be able to still play and progress the game and earn something for playing, instead of having to pay the money in order to actually earn anything from progressing in the game. Now, yes, I see the name of the developers, Player First Games. Yes, I've read their website. Yes, I see their intentions. So I hope they deliver upon it. But come on, there's been plenty of times developers have made promises and said that they wanted to do one thing or be one way, and it ended up not being true, or it ended up not being their choice in the first place. So, do I believe in this company? Yeah, that's why I made this video. And, if you're subscribed to me, you've watched my content before, I'm extremely critical of these kinds of things. So, this is the first time I've actually made, like, a positive video about something. So, I believe in this company. I believe in what this game could possibly be. I'm sick of Brawlhalla, so please save me. So, yeah, that's it.